Warning.
You are now tuned in to 7 Mile Radio. 7 Mile Radio.
Yeah, that.
I asked you earlier, like, why is it, you brought up in conversation sometime a point in time where you turned down features with artists, or even artists have offered to get on your album. As crazy as that may sound, you know what I mean? What is it that you would tell people as far as why you wouldn't do a feature with them or anybody?
Basically, if the song just horrible, I'm just not gonna do it. That's the first thing. I'm not just gonna jump on no bad song, because I want people to understand, when you see my name, you can say, okay, I know Cuz, he gonna make sure it's tight. And
quality. The
quality, I'm big on my brand. Everybody know that I'm real big on my brand. And if you just not working, period, but usually the money weed out that when you charge somebody for a feature, it kind of weed out the bullshit, because
you can tell who's serious, who wants it.
When you tell somebody, man, you want a little money, they gonna kind of shy away from it if they not already spending money and doing what they.
Or if they're not trying to make money off of it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You gotta it take money to make money.
Exactly.
So if you're not trying to spend some money on promo and marketing to get it where it need to be at, you're not gonna spend money for a verse. And I don't think people really understand this. You're going to spend money, so you're either going to spend money on a good feature that's going to have somebody press play, and at this point, my name is enough that somebody will at least press play on your shit when they see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, let me see what Jackpot talking about. Or you're going to spend money on media outlets and things to get your name buzzing a little bit. You cannot think that you're going to put a song on SoundCloud and you about to blow up
overnight.
It's not going to happen. You cannot think that you're about to put a song on YouTube and you about to inbox everybody on your friend list and then you about to blow up. Like, no,
everybody you inbox is going to get you. Inbox 1,000 people, you're going to get 1,000 views overnight. That's how you feel like it. That's how they think it works.
It don't work like that. You spamming people. So what people don't understand is you got to spend this money. So if you get a few quality features, then people will take you a little more serious. Like, okay, let me see what he's talking about. So now you have to decide what features you want to get. So if I see you working with Gov and a couple other people that's working a little bit, I'm at least listen to you. It don't mean I'm gonna work with you, but I'm at least listen to you. But if I see you working with like bigger artists and you got a CD with like good artists on there and everything, then I'll check it out. But a lot of times I really just want my money. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I just want my money, because I can do a dope song with you and you never put the song out. I done songs 2-3 years ago that niggas ain't never put out. You wasting my time.
And that's the same way I feel, I can equate how you feel on that to, production and doing beats. There's a lot of people that's, give me a beat, you know what I mean? And just because they like the beat and they feel like they'd do something to it, but then at the same time, when are you gonna do something with it that's gonna be worth it for either one of us?
Because you gotta put this shit out, man, because I'm doing a song. If I did it for free, it was for some type of promotional thing, and you should have had this song out where I can at least share it and say, look, this is what I'm doing, and I can show that I've been busy. You just keeping this song on your hard drive, unmixed, unmastered, just nothing. Just
doing nothing with it.
Playing it for your homeboys when they come over to smoke and drink with you, or some bitch who you think might know me, you trying to get some pussy. That shit whack, man. It's getting to the point where, like I said, I'm at the point now, 2015, all about that money, man. I don't care about niggas liking me, disliking me. I don't care about niggas talking bad behind my back. That's cool, as long as you talking. Because somebody can be
somebody
like,
hearing, they got to go research who it is that this dude they talking about.
Man, that's what they try to do with me with the Show magazine. They try to dog me with the review.
Man, look, I seen a post. I think it was a video of you talking to dude, and you said, okay, well, I'm gonna do a review of your review.
Yeah, nigga.
What is that? I see how you look. Yeah, what is it that they actually said, man? That
I need a couple minutes. Let me breathe.
They
try to. This what happened. What happened is I contact Joe. Shout out to T at Moolah. T cool, man. I fuck with T. Shout out to T. So I get in contact with Joe through T. I tell Joe I want to put some shit on your channel, so I throw a couple videos up there. I told him I want to do an interview before the album come out.
Right.
He like, all right, you can do an interview for Control Detroit, for Show magazine, whatever. Basically, that's all I wanted to do. So when it came time for 3 weeks before the album drop, I contact Joe. I tell him, I say, I need some reviews. I want to get some reviews out before the album drop. He like, all right. I'm like, how much? This nigga gave me a crazy price. It was 3 times as much as they gave me at So Detroit.
For a review?
For a review. But look what I told him, though. I said, all right, nigga, it's on his way. See, what he did was he was trying to give me a crazy price to not get a review, but I wanted my reviews. So I like, fuck it, I'm going to go ahead and pay you. I paid the nigga. So when it came back around, this nigga sent me a link, late as hell, from when he told me to be done. Then he had basically like drug me along, like, well, we gonna do some extra stuff, like a song by song breakdown and all this shit. I'm like, all right, it'll make sense, right? So anyway, I read the review. It looked like a 5th grader wrote it.
Oh boy.
So I say, man, this shit some bullshit.
Oh,
I told
boy.
him, I say, nigga, this shit look like a 5th grader wrote it. I say, he like, what you mean? I say, man, it ain't even fucking the pronunciations and shit ain't shit right in this shit. You know what I'm saying? It looked like a 5th grader wrote it. I say, man, you learn basic, you know, English structure. You learn how to structure a paper in like the 8th grade where they teach you it's an intro, 3 body paragraphs and a conclusion. I said it should have at least been that. And I said, and I told him, I say, man, see, Drea and So Detroit charged me 1/3 of what you charged me, and she did it right. She had a professional person review it. It was a professional review. It was done right. And in my email, 2-3 days. You took a week or something. The only reason hers wasn't out first is because I told her to hold up, because you told me mine would be out by the end of the week. So I say, man,
yeah, wanting to be out and bump heads.
He trying to, yeah, but he trying to. You can't talk. I'm a real boss. These niggas out here lying. You see what I'm saying? I'm a real boss. I got the paperwork to prove it, and the motherfucking bank accounts to prove it, and the motherfucking PayPal accounts, and whatever else you need. I'm a real boss. I spends money all day. Right. I spends money. I feeds niggas. I spends money all day. You know what I'm saying? So when he got to talking to me, I said, you know, he wasn't talking crazy or nothing. I don't play that shit. But he got to talking to me like he was trying to outthink me or something. So I had to break it down to him. I ain't one of these rap niggas out here. Mm-hmm. I told him, I say, bro, I used to do reviews for a hip hop rock magazine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's online. I used to do reviews for him. I know what a review look like. I said, this nigga just talked about the first 2 songs and quoted a couple lyrics. I say, this nigga ain't even listened to the whole CD. That ain't what I paid you for. I paid you for a album review. So anyway, he sent dude back at it. Dude, what turns out is dude just don't like that type of music. Right. He a nigga that like Doughboy Cash Out, Team Eastside, Vezzo, and all of that shit. So you basically forced him to sit and listen to some shit he don't like. So now he mad, he go in there and try to go hard on me. And he mad because I said the writing looked like a 5th grader. So now he in there mad, he tried to write a bad review. Basically, they thought I was going to bitch about the review, but I told that nigga, I don't care if you write a review and say every song on this bitch suck, I can't rap, I need to give it up, fuck my mama, my grandmama, and the rest of my family. I don't care what you write in a review as long as it's done professionally. So when he went back and wrote it, it was written right. I texted him back, nigga, good review. And I shared it.
Right.
But y'all trying to dog me. Like, the thing is, you just trying to shoot shots at me. And I told him, I say, well, I got a platform too. So when I go on you, I'm only waiting on my Control Detroit review. I got a Control Detroit interview.
Right.
The Control Detroit interview about to drop. When the interview drop, I'm gonna go on my platform, which is www.jp1life.com, and I'm gonna write a review about your review and how it was doing business with you, which was bad as hell. When I told him, I damn near had to threaten him. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't play that shit. And like I said, it's no disrespect to T, but don't play with my money. I don't care if it's $50, $75, $100. This is money that I work. This is money that I bust my ass for, and this is money that I took out of my kids' mouth to go towards my career.
And here's the thing, you know what I mean? I understand, because I'm a media outlet. You know what I mean? I understand sometimes we can be overwhelmed with work to the point where things get backed up. You know what I mean? But if that's the case, you know what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm saying is because there's a lot of media outlets where I've heard similar situations where things happen, and I feel like it kind of trickled down to hurting people like me when other artists, other potential clients feel like, oh, I don't want to deal with these independent Detroit media outlets because I've had a certain type of experience with these guys, and they already known to be on a certain plateau. And it's like, okay, well, you know, and so it's like you compensate your people when you're doing something wrong, you know what I'm saying?
But that's what I told him. So when I told him, I say, man, like I said, I felt like he was trying to play me. So I texted him the other day just like this. I say, shit. I say, man, you must think I'm a fuck nigga because you trying to fuck over me. That's what I texted him. It was like 2 a.m. I was leaving the strip club, like, and I just thought about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, you must think I'm a fuck nigga because you trying to fuck over me. I said, matter of fact, you already fucked over me because my review 2 weeks later than when you said it was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? So I go home, go to sleep. This nigga didn't text me at like 4 a.m. Talking about some, man, it'll be up, man, I'm just this and that and that and blah blah blah. He like, man, if you want your money back, you know, I can refund you. I can give you a partial refund. Listen, you don't give me a partial refund. You give me a full refund because you've done nothing that I paid you for. I paid you for 2 separate reviews and one of them ain't up. I paid you for 2 separate reviews. Don't make my funds the same. Now, when I try to tell you like shit, I'm getting both reviews. He didn't even want to give me a deal on them. So I paid you 2 separate. What you asked for. I want my money back for my second one. It ain't a partial refund. You gonna give me all my money. So he like, man, this and that. I said, but I want my review. I don't give a fuck about that money right now. I need these reviews.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want the reviews because it's different when you saying how good the album is. And even his bad review is to prove a point. See, what happened was they didn't have nobody to do reviews, Mark. So you didn't even have nobody. So basically, you just gave money, my CD to your cousin.
Yeah, you took the money just for the sake of taking the money. And you weren't even prepared to deliver that service.
That's what I told, and that's exactly what I told him. And I told him that I do business every day, bro. You don't even do reviews. I looked on your website, it was no reviews. So you should have told me like, well, we don't really do them. Let me look into it and see if I can get somebody for you.
You can't
do review and hand it to your cousin and tell your cousin to go review my music, and your cousin only listen to Doughboys Cash Out and Team Eastside. You can't do that because he like, man, I can't listen to this. And then they so close-minded. Even when Joe McFashion was giving me shout-outs, Joe McFashion kept saying on his Instagram page and all that, oh man, I don't even listen to old school hip-hop, but this shit dope as hell. I'm a fan. Why I gotta be old school hip-hop? Why you keep old school hip-hop? This ain't old school hip-hop, nigga. This
shit
rap.
Just came out 2015.
This
what the
rap,
fuck is
nigga.
Old school about?
This rap is old school, nigga. That shit they doing old school. That Doughboy Cash Out shit old school, nigga. That's the same shit Blade was doing in '98. How the fuck is you talking about anything old school, nigga? That shit old school. That shit sound old school as hell. You ain't doing nothing different. That shit don't sound nothing different than what they was doing. You ain't got new instruments or nothing, nigga. That shit sound exactly the same. That shit sound the same. All that shit sound the same, bro. So when you trying to tell me something old school, that shit old school as hell. Y'all niggas trying to copy some bullshit. So then when they went and did the interview, they try to put me on blast like I'm... Listen, man, ain't no bitch in my blood, man. My mama ain't raised no bitches, bro. So you trying to put me on blast? I went straight at who they trying to emulate. I don't gotta do nothing. I'm gonna cut this shit at the head. The same nigga you trying to be ain't never went nowhere. So when they oh man, I say nigga Blade did that shit, he ain't never went nowhere. They all mad. I don't know Blade personally. I respect his hustle, but when it come to rapping, ain't nobody running around this bitch talking about Blade in they top 5 unless they from Detroit. You don't ask no nigga. No nigga ever in life, man, ever said that I ever heard like, man, shit, DJ, shit. Nigga, who your top 5? Tupac, Biggie, Blade. Come on, bro. Who your top 5? Jay, Nas, Blade. That shit ain't never happened. Unless a nigga from Detroit, bro. If you from Detroit and you sucking Blade dick or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of these niggas they couldn't even name you 3 Blade songs. They just sucking Blade dick. I know 3 Blade songs. I don't even listen to this shit. I couldn't stand this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's real shit, and I don't have no problem with Blade. I don't know that man. I don't even know that man first and last name.
Exactly.
So I never say nothing bad about him personally. You know what I'm saying? God bless his soul. But as far as music go, nigga, it's niggas running around saying rest in peace to Big L. Big L ain't never really left New York. You know what I'm saying? It's niggas saying rest in peace to Mac Dre and whoever else. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, if you really a pioneer of some shit that's dope, niggas gonna say, nigga, you know what I mean? Niggas gonna, you in my top 5 or you in this and that and that. Ain't nobody that ain't from Detroit. I know niggas from fucking Detroit saying Big L the greatest rapper ever. You know what I'm saying? I guarantee you nobody in New York is saying Blade is their favorite rapper. Niggas gotta respect.
You can't hold that just because he's from Detroit. It's like because it's other people that's from Detroit that's been gone. I mean, Jay Dilla is amongst
that's what I was about to say.
The greats.
They keep trying to make this shit the Detroit sound, Mark. That ain't the Detroit sound, man. It's a Dilla day in other states, bro.
Yeah, in other countries, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like countries. Niggas really, Dilla created a sound, bro.
Jay Dilla is the Detroit sound.
That's the sound. They keep trying to make this shit the sound. No, this is the Detroit sound in Detroit. That's all this is. When you go outside of Detroit, that's why I did a song with Black Milk and not Vezzo. That's why I did a song with Bodie and not Peasy.
And you know, a lot of people. Now here's the thing: a lot of things that you saying, a lot of people will take as, you know.
I don't care what these niggas take. They ain't nobodies, bro. That's what I'm saying. When you put your shit out there, the real niggas gonna feel it. The fuck niggas gonna fall back, and that's just how it's gonna be. So I really don't be giving a fuck what no nigga feel, cause the real niggas gonna relate to me. I ain't never fell out with no real nigga. If I ever had a problem with a real nigga, we sat down like real niggas and discussed it, and we dapped up and went on about our business. I ain't never fell out with no fuck nigga. How can you agree with a fuck nigga if you not a fuck nigga? You see what I'm saying? So when you do shit, you was saying that earlier though, like, man, I don't want y'all to feel. Fuck what they feeling. If they don't agree with what you saying, they a different type of nigga. So fuck it. If you don't agree with what I'm saying, you a different type of nigga. Somebody put on a little YouTube, oh, he dead, he wrote his death. Man, these niggas ain't out here like that.
Yeah, I seen that on your the comment. The last thing that you said about Blade is, but you know what's crazy about that though? It's a lot of people that ride for Blade like that. But I'm not gonna say no names, but it's like the biggest advocate for Blade in the city that there is. You know what I mean? Yeah. Is rapping right now. I had a personal conversation with this person, and they even admitted that Blade was not the best rapper. I mean, Blade was not, the most lyrical. But Blade had a grunt. Like, Blade was the first one, I guess that made a name for himself in that era. I mean, I ain't gonna say the first one, but Blade was the one that made a name for himself in that era of Detroit rap. You know what I'm saying? Let it be the 90s and early 2000s.
But niggas gotta look at it now, man. Niggas gotta look at it now, man. The same way niggas come, niggas go, man. Detroit ain't shit. That's what I'm saying, bro. Niggas gotta start thinking about a real legacy. When it, like, bro, if I die now, my sales gonna go up. You know what I'm saying? My sales gonna go up just because when they write about me, they gonna start mentioning these artists I'm working with. Niggas gonna be like, damn, he might have been dope. The music good. So when a motherfucker just check it out, be like, damn, Cuz cold. Cuz was cold. That's what I'm saying. Even if you die before you hit your pinnacle like Big L, if the music dope, motherfuckers gonna listen. Like you hear Lil Snoop. Before Lil Snoop hit his pinnacle, the little nigga got killed. So then people gonna still check out the music like, damn, then his sales gonna go up. You know what I'm saying? So in the end, nigga, death can't even stop me, bro. I'm reaching the point now where it's like, nigga, y'all gonna respect it one way or another one. So as far as the people, they conversation about Blade, I never said anything disrespectful to Blade. I don't know that man.
Or about Blade.
I don't know that man.
It's
I'm not that type of person.
Opinion.
I'm talking. No. It's facts regarding the music.
Oh well, yeah, well.
It's facts in regard to the music. That's not a personal opinion. That's a fact in regard. Me calling him whack is a personal opinion in regards to the music.
Right.
Me saying that Blade ain't do nothing with that sound. That's what I said. Blade ain't never went nowhere talking about that sound, and he didn't. That's a fact.
We'll be right back after this track, man. Human Nature, JP1, 7mileradio.com.
Let's get it. How's your heart, man?